Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pick a card reading is about, is there happiness in this connection, relationship with this person? Is there happiness with this person? Okay, so overall it's that question. It could be a person you're in a relationship with right now, it's a friend, or it's a colleague, it's a classmate, it's a, I don't know, teacher, mentor, a student, you know, or a complete stranger. Just want to kind of like know, is there like happiness? Is there a future? It could be that way. But overall, I'll say it's going to resonate most to those people who kind of feel something. Okay, it's more like there might have been a flirting session that happened. It could have been a friendly conversation that happened, and it was both mutual perhaps, or you felt it, etc. Okay, so you will be the judge, but center yourself. Okay, I wish to give you a centered reading, okay, with reality elements, as it could kind of give you a hope, or can give you that element of perhaps this is not my pile. Okay, so it could be in the form of like giving you key elements perhaps here, but don't ground yourself all the time on what I say. Okay, it could resonate big time, but then again, the present moment is always in your hands. Okay, so you will learn, but through your decision, through your actions, through who you are. Okay, so you're gonna learn through being who you are with the person. Okay, always be genuine. I don't want to say be transparent, but then again, you need a level of transparency as you need healthy boundary. Okay, that's the word. It's like be yourself, definitely accept your differences and work over the differences perhaps. Okay, so that there could be some kind of happiness. Okay, so I don't know everything, guys. Okay, I'm still learning. I have weaknesses as a person. I have boundaries and limitations as a person also, so I wish to kind of just wake you up to those things. If I have them, perhaps you might have them, as perhaps the person you might be putting on a pedestal, you're dating, or etc. has them too. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So you have 6 piles today. Again, the question is there happiness with this person? Is there happiness here in what we have? Perhaps what can we make out of it, if we can, if there's a possibility of it or not? But then again, it's 50-50, or it could be several ways in the beginning and then transform itself into the other way around. Okay, so it's always in spinal or linear, whichever way you kind of want to go there. If you're linear types of people, you just kind of walk straight, then it's going to be that type of relationship. It's going to be more like a circular, or it's like a going, coming, going, coming kind of vibe, then it's going to be that way. But who said that you will not be happy after ending or during ending? Could happen. So you have pile 1, which is Light Visions Tarot, pile 2, which is Golden Universal Tarot, pile 3, Millennium Thoth, pile 4, Rider Deck, pile 5, Osho Zen Tarot, and pile 6, which is Mary L Tarot. Okay, they're gonna ask, is there happiness in this situation? Okay, is there happiness for me, and is it happiness for them also? Okay, it's happiness and go both ways. Okay, regardless of what the hardships are, could there be happiness here? Okay, so I will also take a few seconds to kind of shuffle the relationship oracle here, what type of relationship it could be, if ever there is something there. And with the numerology, it's more like the vibe around it also could kind of give you an idea of how the relationship could be expressed. Okay, like the manifestation of the relationship, you and this person, what's the vibration of it, you know? If you have love partnership, then it's definitely love partnership. If you have like new beginnings, then it's also a beginning. So it's very like there's a lot of synonyms, how do you call it, like I don't know the words, but it's very similar words. Okay, they mean practically the same thing. Like new beginnings, we can kind of read it that way. We're gonna see how the relationship activation card is also, you know, it's gonna look at the overall vibe of you and this person. you and this person together. So you have parenting, spiritual career, and self-discipline. So there might be children, spiritual career. So it could be kind of guiding you towards a more spiritual career. With abundance. So it's a lot of money connected to it, I guess. And self-discipline. Glad to hear that. So what can you have with this one? And is there happiness here? So is there happiness in this? Wherever you're here for. And I will give you concrete, like hair color perhaps, eye color perhaps. I will channel those, okay? Is there happiness in this? Oh, wait. So what type of relationship will it be? What flow will the relationship be like? If I have chakras, perhaps I could go balance as I could go imbalance, okay? Which means that there's like strength elements and weaknesses. 2 chakra elements here, okay? Because before I just kind of put it in the pedestal, but then again, reality is that there's a balance side to it. It's a wheel, definitely, but then again, I don't know what it is in a general. We're going more intuitive wise, so it's like with intuition, everything is a bit subtle, perhaps. Tarot is so subtle, it's unbelievable. Sometimes it could be very like to your face, but then again, feminine energy is overall there, okay? There is masculinity for sure, but feminine energy is out there. So we're ready. Now pile 1, whoever chose Ethereal Visions Tarot. Your person might have a goofy side to them. They're more youthful looking. They might be a senior for some of you, or for some of you it's a young woman or young man, but they use a lot of cane, okay? So they might kind of limp a bit. They have a limp. But they're quite attractive. For some of you, the person is in a wheelchair. What am I channeling? Brown eyes, brown hair. I wanted to say olive green eyes. Olive, but there's like red and red, sometimes blue, like lines in the eyes, but olive green eyes with some reddish. So it's hazelish. So olive color eyes, but brownish also. It could be a person that has brown eyes, but it looks more like greener sometimes. Blue eyes, brown eyes overall, or yellow amber eyes, okay? Could be that way. Hazel eyes too will do. Names could be starting with O, letter O, letter E, L, I, F, C, T, R. Okay, so those are letters. Hair color, I said brown. Okay, so could be yellow, like blondish to silverish, this color a bit. This color, but on a more natural way, of course. You have those. They might be born on the 18th, 21st, number 1, 1st, the 4th, the 7th, the 6th of any month. February. We're on February 9. But any month will do. Okay? So, yeah, those. So let us see if you're gonna have happiness with this one. For some of you, there is a smile I'm channeling. So I'm kind of like seeing a smile. So I don't know if it's... I'm channeling that. But I don't know to what point you might kind of suffer till you arrive here, as it's not difficult if you follow your heart, this one. Okay? So if you follow your heart, it's not going to be difficult. But if you're gonna follow your ego, you're gonna follow expectations, you're gonna kind of judge, etc., you're gonna think about what other people are gonna judge, then definitely this one, there's no real happiness, because you're always gonna kind of compare your partner or this person to some other people, some person who's more prettier, or some person who's more, I don't know, like healthier looking. But who said they're not healthy, whoever this person is? Sometimes inner wealth is more healthy than outer looks, okay? Sometimes it's that way that you have to kind of look. This one, okay? So let us see what type of vibe this is. This is 7th chakra. Oh my god, what the hell? This one, you might not have anything, okay? Like, together, you might not have anything together. Leadership, yeah. It's just, the relationship is you guys are both in leadership positions, okay? So, relationship is up in the air. It's not really grounded relationship. So, you might be acquaintances, but like, just like that. Yep. So it's just leadership. It could be many things, but then again, this one with the 7th chakra, it's up in the air, so it's really not it could be conversation wise, but it's gonna stay as an acquaintance. It's not more than that. It's a good memory, you will connect with this one, but it stays there. It just stays there. Okay. So what's the main situation? You have the King of Wands, and this also, it's my spirit card, okay? So it's in the form of spirit in this Light of Visions tarot with the 4 of Swords. This one, for you, you're gonna look at it in the form of perhaps someone you loved, someone you kind of developed emotions towards, but then again, the challenge was that it's just a fated kind of encounter. Okay, so you have the Star. The reason why it's that way is to kind of give you more hope. This one with the Magician in reverse. Magician in reverse with the Star. In the initial, you have the 10 of Wands. In the middle, you have the Ace of Wands with the Strength card. But then again, no one is doing anything here. So you're all conflicted. Okay. So this one, unfortunately, because we're stuck in the ego, we're looking at it in a more mental way. It's not going to come to fruition. So this one, it's up in your hands. That's what the spirit is perhaps saying here, okay? If you want something with them, you could try and try your luck, okay? I'll say try your luck 3 times, but then again afterwards, okay, I'll just say it. This one, you're not gonna speak, okay? Be it you have emotions or you fancy this one, you will look at it in the form of it's just a missed opportunity. The truth was right in front of your face, but you decided to not do it because of it hurts, okay? It's more like you want, but then again, there's an element that you're stuck there, okay? So it could be someone that you might kind of hang on to for a while, okay? Could be a year, could be a few months, could be a few years, okay? But then again, there's nothing gonna be happening, okay? At the end, you're just gonna be conflicted. You're just gonna kind of like compare yourself. You're gonna see yourself as just an option, okay? You're gonna see each other just as other options. So the reason why it's this way is because of the Magician and the Star. It's more internally, you or this person might be a bit more manipulative and I mean, what's beneath this 9 of Wands? Okay. There is fond memories, but nothing more, unfortunately. That's what I hear. I want to tell you can change it, but then again, it's very profoundly here, okay? It's up in the air, okay? You're just gonna kind of like work together or be together, be the mentor, the student of this one, or collaborate with this one, but it will stay there, okay? You might motivate each other, that's it, okay? You might fancy each other a bit, but it's gonna stay a secret, and no, none of you is gonna definitely kind of have the courage to offer the other one, like come out up front and, you know, like entangle yourself with this person. Not both of you will not do it, unfortunately. I'm saying unfortunately because this is what's gonna happen, perhaps, okay? So it happened. You can choose another plow perhaps, but is there happiness here? There's fond memories here and a bit of like nostalgia of in the past. It's like you might kind of move on, or life will go on and you're still stagnant a bit. There's a stagnation, or the relationship is up in the air. It's either it doesn't happen, you might fancy this one, but challenge is to bond yourself to this, or to kind of like entangle yourself with this one, okay? There's an element of entanglement in the relationship, like trapping, or, you know, like doing certain things differently than general, getting out of your comfort zone overall is very much the blockage here. None of you are going outside of your comfort zone, okay? You're staying more mental. You kind of want things to be like, you want to like the relationship is going to stay this way because you're wishing, or you're kind of believing that you can manage this better, okay? Like not going in front, you're expecting the other one to go in front, the other one is expecting you to go in front, and there's no element of like initiating something so that we can kind of like roll it around a bit. With the star, it's more like you both, I don't know why, it's very much up in the air. So perhaps you're not aware that the other one likes you, and but like it's the story of two people that like each other, but then again, because of insecurities, or because it's like you never thought that you could give this person a try, you don't do it. You don't kind of ground the things, so it's more like it just wastes itself out like that, okay? So in the initial, the 10 of Wands, it's more an element that you're both working, or you're both burdened within yourselves, or it's like your own life has a lot of burdens and you're dealing with those things, each one of you. In the middle section, there's going to be a time where you definitely want it. You will feel the attraction, you will feel the sexual tension, you will feel that strong like desire to kind of get close, or it's like collude together, but then again it's just internal. So there's a bit of like fantasizing that might happen, but none of you is doing anything. And in the near future with the 5 of Wands, it's more like you're gonna start comparing yourselves. You're gonna start like it could, but this is like, I'm not gonna say a waste of time, but it's like if you don't have the strength, this relationship, for it to be happy, you need strength to go forward, okay? And like gamble a bit, this one. If you're comfortable gambling, if you're not comfortable gambling, your personality is not that type, you don't think that you want to kind of try something different just for the sake of doing it, the relationship will just stay up in the air, okay? That's it. Is there happiness? There's fond memories, a bit of nostalgia. That's it. That's what you have. It could be a past person that passed you by. It could be a passenger passed you by. It's just like that. That's it. That's the relationship you had. Now, pile 2, whoever chose a Golden Universal Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see if there is happiness in this situation with this person, okay? Is there happiness for both of you? For you overall, but for both of you, is there happiness? So let me just channel some letters, some numbers, some characteristics. It's a tall person, it's a tall guy, or it's a... yeah, it's a tall guy. Average tall, but tall side, okay? or the girl is more proportionate, more like sociable, chill, a bit quirky, but not too much, okay? Like, she's not that quirky, but she's charming and more on the popular side, perhaps, or people genuinely like her, or she has a charm and he has a charm, okay? If this is a guy, I'm channeling like curly, like voluptuous, châtain, like hair, okay? Or it could be like a guy with like black curly, it's a voluptuous hair though. It's hot. It is hot, okay? Like, it's if your person has that, like, I just woke up, they will look very attractive, okay? Like, whoever this girl or this guy is, they have like a curl, and when they wake up, okay, like after they sleep, that's where they are very attractive, okay? So if you kind of have the chance to sleep with this one on like just on the side and wake up with them, you're gonna see just how goddess-like or godlike they look. It's very like weird, but I'm telling that. It's like a natural beauty when they kind of like just wake up, okay? It's sexy like that. I don't know, it's like bedroom look perhaps. No matter what you've done, it's just they have very, like, they look very attractive when they have just woken up. I think everyone's like that, okay? But this one, it's extra. I don't know, it's like you can't not look at them. That's what I'm trying to say. So when your person has this like just woke up look, or this like a bit messed up look, it's very attractive, okay? You find this one, many people find this one very attractive, okay? It's like when I said that, it's like I feel it here, okay? Like, I kind of okay. There's a rose, okay? Like, you might offer this person a rose, or this person will offer you a rose, okay? Or rose is their favorite color, I was gonna say, but I don't know if rose is a color, but it's the red color, okay, of a rose. Or rose is their favorite flower. That's what I want to say. And overall, for most of you, your person's name is the name of like a plant or a tree. It could be Lily, Margaret, Daisy, Florina, or Vita, or something of the sort, okay? Like Primrose or Rosabelle. Any flower name your person has. It could even go with a guy, I don't know, La Fleur or something of the sort. It's like and for some of you, I'm channeling Scottish last name, okay? Like Macafella, or like Macfield, McDonald's. MC is there, okay? Or Donald, Ronald, very Scottish, okay? It's rooted in Scottish, somehow it's Scottish, okay? They might have a temper, perhaps, for some of you, so just be careful of that. But they have this very natural, sexy look to them, okay? It's natural, comes very naturally, and it's more Scottish, Irish, Denmark vibes, Celtic vibes a bit, not gonna lie, or gypsy vibes, okay? As it could also be Arabian, okay? Arabian Nights. I'm kind of like channeling that song also from Aladdin. So those were the channeled elements, okay? I have those. I don't want to say names like months or years. 97, 87, 62, 64, 88, 99, 98, 2004, 94, 84, any year but with a 4 at the end, okay? 2014 is gonna, 2014 could go if we're talking to kids here. Is there happiness here at the person? Could be. Okay, so is there happiness with this person? I think I shuffled enough. It's okay. So let's see what type of relationship you're gonna have. So you have third chakra. Okay, so this is the solar plexus, the room of recognition and charisma. Okay, career oriented, and helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, and so we can set a course towards our goal. Okay, so it's that kind of relationship. Perhaps you guys are gonna help each other with career, perhaps, or motivate each other, or recognize each other in career, perhaps. Okay, so you have integrity. The relationship you have with this one is both of you support your own choices to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. So definitely this is a very, like, what type of relationship you're gonna have. Okay, so this one is there happiness here. There's a lot of respect, okay, or the relationship in time is gonna kind of be strong on integrity. Okay, third chakra, I was gonna say third eye, but it's third chakra. It's more an element of learning from each other's differences. Also, it's you contribute in the relationship, but it's a group setting. Perhaps you work with this one overall. And the spiritual partnership. Okay, so this is definitely a spiritual partnership. It's partnership you're gonna have with this one. You're gonna work together, one or not, you're gonna work together. So let's see, is there happiness here? So you have the king of king of swords with the two of pentacles. I'm not sure this one it's more an element of I don't want to say this, but like, it's not a clash of egos, but if ever the relationship is like in low vibration, it goes toxic. Let's say, like, you're not in your best vibe, okay, both of you or one of you. The weakness that it can create is a clash of egos, a clash of personality, because you can be very compatible as you can be definitely destructive for each other. Okay, the challenge here is the Hermit card, which is isolation. Interesting. The reason why it's that way is the Star card. Again, I had the Star card, but the Star card isn't the Hermit card always for me. Okay, the lantern the Hermit holds is the star in the Star card. Okay, this one here, this is the Star card. Then you have in the initial, you have the Five of Pentacles. In the middle section, you have the Ten of Cups with the Three. Well, this one, it could go perhaps to marriage. I'm gonna see what I have below the deck. Okay, like if we have, oh yeah, okay, I was gonna say, like, if I have yeah, spiritual partnership, we can go with it. Twin flame, soulmates, and all that kind of stuff, as it could be something that you guys are compatible together. Okay, so yes, you might kind of have a happy ending with this one, but when you guys are not in your best vibes, it can be explosive. But this one, over the time, you're gonna have a blind faith together. Okay, so it's that flow. Okay, so the main thing here with the King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it could also mean that the relationship will be quite balanced, okay? Because you will complement each other. You're gonna like, on a physical level, it might seem like you're two very, like, ego-driven people, you're two very charismatic people, you're two very, like, self-assured people. But then again, the relationship doesn't have that much tension if you don't go that, like, if you keep yourself happy enough, the relationship is a very good. But if you kind of dwell in, like, self-pity, self-doubt, not doing the things you want to do and then blaming the other person. But I feel like this one, it's not that flow, okay? It's perhaps with the third chakra that you guys recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses, which could also be the flow here, okay? You recognize each other's weaknesses and flow strengths, and you complement each other. Although on a physical level, the type you're gonna look at it, it's more like you might seem like a very there is happiness, but there is also ego arguments, okay? Here I must say there's happy ending for sure, because you have the 10 of Cups with the 3 of you know, Pentacles. But then again, with the Fool, it's more an element of there's no baggage. I'm not gonna say there's gonna be divorce here, because underneath the cards I have is there divorce here? No, there's transformation, okay? The Death card for me, it's transformation. You're gonna be the type of couple or the spiritual partnership you're gonna have, okay? But this one, it's more that flow. It's a soulmate, it's a twin flame, okay? If it's a twin flame, definitely this one you're gonna see like arguments, because this is person that's definitely gonna mirror you like shit, as they're gonna compliment you, okay? So it's that kind of polar opposite vibes perhaps. But then again, I'm kind of like channeling Amina and the Amundi, something of the sort. It's like the light and the shadow here, okay? It's like you complement them a specific flow, they complement you a specific flow. You recognize each other, and throughout time there's gonna be respect, okay? So you're gonna get to know each other, want it or not, okay? But through painful situations, or you might kind of at first feel like you're left out in the cold, or it's like you will leave each other in the cold, or you will kind of hang in together even though you're not in your best vibe. So for some of you, there is romance, but the cards are telling me not to focus on that, because the happy moments, you will know them, okay? Is there happiness here? Yes, there is, but we're just kind of like groundingly telling you there might be arguments here, okay? So if you go on your ego, definitely you're gonna kind of explode sometimes, because it's more you recognize each other, but it will take time, a bit of time, so that you can kind of like get to know each other and feel comfortable 100%, and not look at things like overlook the block the tension elements, and focus more on the loopholes where you can definitely kind of say it's okay, but then again, like, compensate for it but comfortably, okay? But there's a lot of integrity here, okay? So I'm not gonna degrade you, nor you're gonna degrade me. It's just when we clash together, there's blockage. But the challenge here is to kind of still focus on the relationship, or still focus on the faith element, and do your own thing, okay? Like, both of you have to do your own thing, and still have faith in that, okay? So in the initial, there might be a time of isolation, there might be a time of you might want to kind of avoid each other perhaps, as it might take a while perhaps until you will kind of get married to each other. But there's a marriage here. There's definite marriage and collaboration and work, business together, okay? So you might kind of open a business together and collaborate with other people too. And in the near future, or at the ending, perhaps you have the Fool card. Fool is definitely start new, okay? But here, this one, it's in the relationship, start new. So there's a lot of transformation in your relationship, okay? You're gonna transform, your person's gonna transform, but you're gonna welcome the transformation comfortably, okay? Because you are working for the relationship, because it's a truth element of yours, and you might also protect the relationship. fiercely so. Okay, so you might kind of have this frowning eye towards other people, as your person might have this kind of vibe towards other people, but underneath, in between you guys, you have this jugglement happening. Okay, so you compensate certain places where your person's lacking, your person's compensating places you're lacking. Okay, so it's a perfect fit, this one. Okay, meant to be together. Yes, so you're meant to be together and be happy together, raise children and a business together. And also in the near future, it's more like comfortably, like you will, it's like, you know, once you've raised the children, it's either you stay together or you go on your own paths. It's like living together. You're still gonna live under the same roof, but one of you might live in Florida, the other one lives in, I don't know, Israel, or like in Egypt, or somewhere around Turkey, you know, like owning a yacht somewhere. And it's more like once the children or the business, or it's like you're established longer in life, perhaps, it's like there's no real element of how can I say, it's very flowy. Okay, there is difficulties, yes, until you guys get used to each other's personalities. But what I wanted to say here is more like, once the children are grown up, or once the business is good, you might kind of stay together, as you might kind of feel more comfortable. You could be one of those couples that it's more like you're somewhere in a specific country, your person is somewhere in a specific country. I'm not gonna say it's more open, but there's an element of you're still free to do whatever you want, be it you kind of do something with someone else, or your partner does something with someone else. It's not gonna kind of block, it's not gonna influence the relationship. It's that connected, perhaps, because you respect each other no matter what, and you both kind of have your own self-integrity in the relationship. It's like, you know where you stand with this one, and you allow the other one the same thing. It's complementary. There's a flow, definitely. There's a flow, but it's focused on respect, and it's focused on self-realization, or like when I say self-realization, it's not that, it's like recognizing who you are and being stable in that element. So you're gonna have a stable, respectful, happy ending with this one. Okay, and there's a lot of change. There will be arguments. Okay, there's gonna be persuasion, discussions, long hours of working together on certain things, as helping together, or like discussing your own business with your person, because it's like wherever you don't see things, they see it, and wherever they see it, they don't see it, you see it. So discussions like that, it's very important for you guys. Sometimes you might argue, sometimes you might want to kind of state a point, but there's a lot of good communication. So this one, it's a very good fit. This one is a very good fit. Yeah. Yes. I'll say go for it. Okay, like a thumbs up, definitely. Okay, it's just that it's not all perfect, but definitely it's a very stable relationship. It's stable, it's comfortable changing. It's that flow. It could be a very passionate relationship with respect included. Okay? Very nice. That's it, pile 2. Now, pile 3, whoever chose Millennium, Thoth, Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see if there is happiness here with this person. Is there happiness in this situation? Will you be happy? so this one might be a big fan of polar bears, okay? Or I'm channeling polar bear commercials with Coca-Cola, so they might like Coca-Cola a lot. Or they work in the market, or they work for Coca-Cola, or they've worked for the company or somewhere below the departments. So they might be someone that has a lot of connections. I channel they might be a Libra, but this is only for some of you. It's not all of you. F and R and a last name or a first name that ends with teeny. So it's more Italian vibes, perhaps. They might be a mix, okay? Like their mom could be Italian, their father might be like, I don't know, Chinese or Indian. Could be that flow, or it's like an Italian married Venezuelan or Brazilian. It's like there's a lot of like intercontinents, so your person might be fluent in several languages also, so they could be like a polyglots. I don't know if you call them that, but it's like I know how to speak several languages. I know how to speak Chinese, Spanish, like different types of dialects of Chinese, perhaps. That kind. It could be Vietnamese with an American, like a Vietnamese with a German, you know, it differs. Okay, so their mom, their father, their lineage perhaps is like that. As if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But they're diplomat for sure. Okay, they're charming. They kind of like know how to negotiate. They know how to negotiate. They're resourceful that way. Okay, so let's see what type of relationship will you have. So you have forgiveness here. So is there happiness here? There's forgiveness. I don't know in what way. We're gonna just check parenting. Okay, so this one, it could be like you have an issue with your father, your mother, and there's an element of it's your parent or it's not. It could also be someone who you're gonna have children with, but then again, perhaps not get married to. Can you give me something else, okay? Because forgiveness usually pisses me off a bit. So you have first chakra and sensuality. Okay, so perhaps there will be some issues in the relationship. I don't want to say this, but is there happiness here? On a sensual level, perhaps yes. Okay. Based on if you're gonna give this one a second chance, and this person or one of you is, because this one, it's something that's mirrored in a relationship. Perhaps both of you need to ground yourself a bit, or be more stable within yourself. Okay, so if you're not that stable, in the relationship, happiness level might go down a bit. Okay, so I'm kind of like reading this as if like the level goes down up. Okay, so this one, there might be divorce, there might be some cheating involved, there might be some trust issues. You might not be, both of you might not be able to protect the relationship. Okay, the protection of the relationship is both ways. Okay, so if there's sensuality, okay, sex life is going to be perfect. Okay, sensuality is there. Okay, no problem. But first chakra, it's more stability, okay? Like feeling secure, feeling like you can make fortune, you can overcome fear, doubt, and, you know, be more grounded, okay? Like grounded here, okay? Like a tree, root yourself in the relationship. This one, okay? Because both of you might have insecurities and you want to cover that up instead of showing awareness and understanding towards each other and helping each other grow. Found the relationship with children, you will be happier. But for some of you, you will have children with this person for sure, and there might be doubts. They doubt you, you doubt them. Okay, both of you will doubt each other because you're not, the relationship perhaps didn't start off on a stable ground. It started off with sex, or you didn't know each other, and it's like one of you got pregnant or the other one got pregnant, and you had to kind of stick together. You just went with the flow, perhaps. That's what happened. But it is happiness. Okay, who said a baby is not happiness? Who said being a parent is not happiness? But this one, is there happiness here? There's more ego than happiness. Okay, based on how you're gonna deal with the second chance giving, how long it's gonna take both of you to kind of want to give the relationship a chance will vary here. Okay, so this one, there is happiness definitely, but you have to overcome the challenge of the ego here. Okay, so the challenge is to succeed in working, stabilizing, or like focusing the energy in the relationship. And it's like when I'm saying relationship, grounding the relationship. I'm not saying grounding all the time sex. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Or I'm not talking about both of you will do this, okay? Like one of you is gonna neglect something that's gonna trigger the other one to kind of like, oh, you're neglecting this, I'm gonna neglect this also, kind of flow. Okay, so it's more magnetism of neglecting certain stuff. So the children will be neglected a bit, you will feel neglected, the other one will feel neglected, and then they're gonna blame you and you're gonna blame them, and then it's more like, oh yeah, it's more like we're gonna go switch and we're gonna have friends, or we're gonna have friends and benefits on the side. Then again, it's gonna be on off. You're gonna talk shit about their girlfriend or their mistress or their whoever it is. They're gonna talk shit about you, and etc. It's that kind of like dilemma that can explode like that. But then again, this whole mess might be kind of like dealt with, or you're gonna learn through this. Okay, so it's more you're gonna learn through the talk shitting, the cheating, the neglecting, and your children will have to kind of deal with the neglect and have their own issues perhaps, which is completely normal, but that's how their personality will be formed for sure. In the initial, you have the Chariot with the Lover's card. Yeah, definitely. This is like a collusion that happens in the initial. Then in the middle section with the Queen of Pentacles, you are going to be pregnant. And in the near future with the Aeon and the Hermit, you might divorce this one. There is happiness. There is happiness. When I said happiness, but you have the Two of Cups. You have the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Tower. Okay, so there's gonna be cheating involved in this one. Okay, like, I don't want to say this, but it's a man or it's a woman you're gonna love. So if you're a woman here, if you wanted children, you're gonna have children with this one. But there is happiness, but it's like on a superficial level, perhaps. That's the answer here. The happiness is more on a superficial level. The important thing here is that, are you gonna kind of forgive each other? Why so is because both of you are more like confident or self-important. Okay, so you will perhaps neglect the things that it's like you're not going to even see it. Okay, even if they mention it to you, they're seeing something about you, you're seeing something that you don't like about them. And what's going to happen is like you're going to lash at each other as if like you know better and this one knows better. No, and it's like there's a clash of personality a bit, but this one, it's like a lot of make-out sex will happen, a lot of like cheating and then coming back will happen, this one. Okay, it's gonna be an on-off kind of relationship. you're gonna have children together, one or not, or you're gonna learn how to parent, okay? So it could be that the person comes with children already, okay, as you might come with your child, okay? You have a child yourself, you're a single mother, single father. You're gonna be together and parent the children together. It could be that way. So it can emphasize more on the parenting too. It's not just a couple problem. Could be that the children will kind of have a good relationship with both of you. Perhaps you will not kind of have a good relationship within yourselves. So I might be a single mother, he might be a single mother, or she might be a single mother. So it's going to be like two lesbians here, or two gays, or I don't know, straight people too. I mean, everyone could do this. Any kind of, I'm kind of like very oriented, okay? So whichever way you go, just take it. So if you're a single mother and this is a single father, they have two children, I have one child, we're gonna get married, let's say, or we're gonna kind of just, it's like, it's gonna happen so easily, it's gonna be unbelievable. And we're gonna decide to be together because we're definitely kind of like facing each other head on. In the middle section with the Queen of Pentacles, perhaps it's more like you're gonna rely on each other. And then at the ending, it's more like with Aeon, you're going to wake up to the fact that perhaps you each want to go on your own separate ways, okay? So this one, it could be that there might not be any cheating involved. There might not be any cheating involved. It's just that one of you guys will want to kind of walk a separate way, and perhaps one of you will not understand why one wanted to go, okay? So it could be like, I married this guy perhaps, and I decided to get married to this man, okay? Sensuality level was good. Perhaps we did have a very founded, stable relationship, but we were not able to forgive, okay? So I can read this a different way because I'm waking up to that. Is that perhaps we might have some father-mother issues from a young age. We did not have the time to heal those. We did not have the time to you know, face those things, okay? Could be mother issues, father issues, cousin issues, something about a girlfriend, a boyfriend, something of the sort. And we were both single, we kind of met each other. And it's like we have a good bond together because we are two confident people. And sometimes we kind of go ego. We go more ego, okay? It's normal. It's normal, okay? This is what relationships are about. We both have our own boundaries. And the Five of Swords, there's gonna be opportunities, or you're always gonna want to give each other opportunities. Or also the message here, as the first one I mentioned, first energy, is that if you're gonna give it a second chance, okay? Or one of you is gonna ask for the second chance, or both of you are gonna come together to have a second chance, okay? With the Six of Wands, it's more, the challenge here is to succeed having the second chance, or succeed overcoming these issues from young age and forgiving each other, okay? So the success element here is the forgiveness. It's the acceptance of your person is not perfect, you're not perfect yourself, and you should not blame each other, should not neglect each other. You should not kind of like seek elsewhere because you're still gonna come back to this one, perhaps. It's very on-offy vibe a bit, but you chose to be together, okay? So both of you chose to be together, okay? You made a decision. Whether or not, you kind of like, you didn't care about who got hurt in this element, okay? Like, you decided to be together. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's more like you rely on each other, one or not. And in the near future with the Aeon and the Hermit, the Aeon, it's more, there might be some transformation, things might change, as you might change as people, and one of you might wanna kind of be single perhaps, or travel alone, go somewhere and establish themselves there. You will stay here perhaps, but this one, it's more, what does it mean with the, if there will be cheating involved, or if there's an element of one of you will feel cheated or the other one will feel cheated or neglected, you have to decide if you want to be together or not. Okay, this one, it's an element of you will want to separate a bit. Okay, because you feel like there are certain things that you can't seem to forgive. Okay, so this is what I had. But you have the Two of Cups, which means that there is love here. There is love here. Just that, are you comfortable giving it a second chance after all the mistakes that happened, kind of thing. And you're gonna be parents, okay? Be it you're gonna parent together, or you're gonna kind of be like, you're gonna have 2 children or several children yourself and come together and parent those children together. One of you has child and the other one is gonna come and you're gonna have a family also. Or 2 people that are together and want to stay together, but then again, perhaps you might kind of be one of those couple that will be together for 10 years. Okay, do many stuff together. After 10 years, you might kind of like want to separate from each other a bit because you need that space, perhaps. Or you might be 20 years together, but then again, you want to separate yourself just to kind of do what you want to do, perhaps. It's like one wants to travel, the other one wants to kind of, I don't know, spend more family time with the children. There's a separation of it. Or during the peak time, there's going to be some trust issue element. But the trust issue element is about how stable is your relationship. How much are you investing in the relationship? So just be careful about those details, okay? How much are you investing in the relationship equally as much? Okay? But this one, it's not about, no. Okay, when I'm saying that, I'm kind of creating a mess for you guys. Just ground yourself. Individual, if you do the work of investing or like doing your own work to stabilize yourself, stabilize the relationship in the best way you think you can do, and having faith that your partner is doing the same. Regardless of you don't understand what they're doing, you think that they're doing little, or do you think that they're doing a lot, let them be and you try your best. And whenever there's a conflict of this way, you mention what you're doing and never kind of disregard what they're doing. But then again, when they're disregarding it, stay confident, stay secure in yourself and say, this is what I did because this is what I understood I should have done. And not give each other excuses of saying, oh, you didn't do this, so why should I do this too, kind of flow. So that the relationship will be stable a bit. Okay, that's the solution here. For it to stay happy. Okay, but is there happiness? Yes, there is happiness, but it depends if you want to give it a second try and get over your ego elements. Okay, that was it, pile 3. Now pile 4, whoever chose Rider deck, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So what do I need to tell you about this person? So what can I say channel wise? You have number 8. 88. I might be born on 1988 or 88 or 888. Could be important numbers. 76. Stomach area of your person might be very prominent. So your person has a very, it's like the first thing you kind of perhaps realize from this person, they have a very specific abdominal section. Could be good, as it could be specific body shape perhaps that emphasizes the stomach area or the abdominal kind of side. They might be short. They might have a sound, okay, like their voice could be very like, oh, like that, as it could be very good, okay, so you'll kind of know. They are quite attractive. whoever they are, they have this like boy next door or like neighborhood vibe kind of girl or guy vibes, okay? So this is a girl, she's more petite. She kind of wears tight things and tight jeans and tight dresses that kind of reveal the body. If this is a guy, he wears those skinny jeans with the t-shirt. It's more casual, chic vibes perhaps. It's a guy or it's a girl that's quite passionate, so they have little habits or they kind of like work on things. They could be a gamer, they could be into guitar, play an instrument, violin, piano, guitar overall, or drums. Passionate, okay? Like whenever they're passionate, they're very passionate about it. Like you see it. You can't like not see the passion, okay, about it. They get excited and it's like whenever they do something small, it looks like it's something big, okay? That kind. And they're very good with their hands. They give you good massage, okay? Like they're really nice. You want them to touch you all the time. That's fine, okay? If they give you massage. So what type of relationship this is? You have the 5th chakra. How am I gonna, what type of relationship this is? You might not have a relationship, this one. Follow your dream. Follow your dreams. So let me just read this. What type of relationship you're gonna have? You're gonna follow your dream with this one. Can you give me something more grounded, please? Abundance. So this is very much here, okay? So following your dream connected to abundance. And I said 88. Yeah, 8 here. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. So you have the energy of the throat chakra, supports our ability to communicate clearly and truthfully. So what type of relationship you're going to have with this one is that you're going to be able to communicate with this person very easily. So there's a lot of attentiveness. Okay, yeah. Could be very good relationship you have with this one. Yeah. Is there something else I can get? I'm not sure. Okay, should I take this? Yes. Authenticity. Yeah. So, 2 very similar cards. There could definitely be happiness here. You're really seeking to fulfill your dreams and to kind of have abundance there. Definitely. This is the pile, you know? Let me see what I'm gonna get, because the 5th chakra and authenticity, I feel like you might have telepathy. Could be that, because with the 5th chakra, when I'm saying hearing, talking, having the power to kind of know what your truth is and mentioning it, having a certain power over the 5th element, which is the ether, it kind of gives you a lot of peace and balance. So it could be that way. And authenticity. So it's more authentic. You decide to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of your life, and with others as well as with yourself. So you feel understood. You feel listened to with this one. You each kind of listen to each other. You kind of talk to each other. You're genuine with each other. It's very nice, actually. It's nice. It's really nice. So are you going to have happiness? You're going to have independence. So it's going to be more independent relationship. Friendship, perhaps, could be the word. The challenge here is the Tower card. What could be the Tower card here? And the reason why it's that way is the 3 of Cups and the Judgment card. In the initial, you have the Strength card. In the middle section, you have the 8 of Cups. And in the near future, you have 3 of Swords in reverse. there's something else. The Devil card. Okay, the more I'm opening, I don't like it. The Justice card. And the Seven of Pentacles. Happiness here is when you're single. You can have happiness if you're single with this one. If you're not with this one, you're happy. It's that flow, unfortunately, this one. If you're single, you're happy. This one is your happiness. Single, yes. Together, no. If you want relationship with this one, no, you're not gonna be happy. Even if I have the 5th chakra at the 10th, it's a very good flow I got. Okay, guys, it's a very good flow. But you're like, what? No. Can I go marriage here? Okay, if I have the 2 of Cups, I'll say yes, but no. It's burden. If there's marriage here, it's gonna be a burden. Spirit saying it's gonna be a burden for you. Okay, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, if you're with this one, it's gonna be a nightmare. Yeah. No, this one, you're better off single. Okay, so happiness here is if you're single with this one. You can flirt, you can sleep with them, but not entanglement that much, okay? In the near future, perhaps you might date them and get hurt by this and say to yourself that you're gonna be patient with them. But then again, with the 10 of Wands, it's burdensome to be with this one a bit. Oh my God. What type of relationship will you have? Both of you are going to follow your own dreams and you're going to have independence. Together, the energy is more balanced, peaceful, authentic. Okay, so you might have telepathy with this one, but then again, you're not going to be with them. Happiness is when you're not with them. I don't know why I'm saying this to some of you. Happiness is when you're not with them, though. You're not you're not married to them, this one. Yes, you're not married to them. You're not. You're gonna be happy if you're not married to them, okay? You can marry whoever you want, but not this one. This one, there's gonna be third parties involved, okay? So, you're better off alone, okay? Happiness is when you're alone. Why? This is a challenge is because perhaps this is not what happiness means to you. Perhaps for you, happiness should be shared with a colleague or the man or the girl you kind of like. Perhaps you might like this one very much now. You think it's love. It is love. It's a genuine type of love. Okay, I don't know if I can give you something different. This one, oh my God, I don't know. It's a good flow, but I could read this 2 ways. You're gonna decide what you want to take. I'm gonna just read it the way it is, okay? The main thing is that you're happy alone, okay? This person might kind of help you empower yourself. That's the word, perhaps. Empower your own authenticity. You're authentic with them, they're authentic with you. Why is it this way? Is because with the 3 of Cups and the Judgment card, it's more a person that could be in the form of a catalyst in your life, okay? It could be a person that kind of, you and this person could have equal impact on each other, okay? And why is this way? Is because when you're the happiest, you can be happy with this one, okay? So focus what type of relationship this is. It could be 2 people that are together, as it doesn't need to be, okay? For some of you, you're gonna be like in an open relationship. That's what I'm hearing. It's either it's very open, like you have your own home, you have your own business, you have your own, like, take care of your own shit. They do the same. And there might not be children here. There might not be children in this relationship with this person. Okay, so is there happiness here? There's independence. No children. Why so? Is because both of you are after your own happiness. You're more after your own dreams. The type of dynamic it creates is more for both of you to kind of fulfill yourselves, not bond yourself. The moment you start bonding, that's where the pain and the stagnation and the patience and the burdens come for both of you. So the relationship might not be strong enough, perhaps, or it could be strong enough based on your dynamic, how you will go. But you will kind of learn to collaborate with each other, be confident with each other, and perhaps live together. This one is living together. Marriage, yes. I don't know if there's children though. Follow your dream. If you want to be a mother's child, then perhaps you could be, but in the near future, there's a heaviness that is there, okay? So you could be happy, definitely, but in the near future, there's going to be a period of immense heaviness, a bit. There's some pain here. And with the Justice card, there's some truth that's going to be revealed in the near, like, there's truths revealed in the near future. And 10 of Wands. Okay, can you give me an outcome? This one. What's the outcome overall of the relationship? The Hermit. So it's isolation. It's it's aloneness. It's independence. It's being single overall. This one you're gonna divorce one or not, because you're both gonna kind of follow your dream. Being together, the relationship activates empowerment, like that. So it's more like a power couple, but you might not have children together, and the relationship might last for a few decades, but then afterwards you will kind of, there's gonna be pain, there's gonna be just this moment, and you might want to kind of hold on to this one, but even if you hold on to this one, you're going to realize that you're better off letting each other just be each other, because it's authentic like that. It's too open, perhaps. It's too empowered, definitely, but how can I say this? It's like there's something that's not, like, you don't have a reason to stay in the relationship, that kind. Because the combination of both of you is very flowy, okay? It's very transparent, it's very peaceful, it's very balanced. There's no element of like tension or tension, yes, tension, so that attraction could be there. You might think that it is attraction at first, or you might be blind to it at first, but the more you kind of are in a relationship with this one, it's too open. So if they are not happy with something, you're gonna feel it and you might get hurt by this. They might kind of like, you're better off being single from this one. This one, being together is not going to bring you happiness. Being together is going to bring you self-fulfillment, definitely, but not the romantic way you think it to be. Okay? That's it. Pile 4. Okay? Now pile 5, whoever chose Osho Zen Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So the question mostly is there happiness with this person? Okay, is there happiness with this person? So I'm channeling Buddha here. Okay, so I don't know if it's a bold person, it's a person that might have big ears, it's a person that might have a belly, it's a person that's chill as shit. Okay, like it's not chill as shit, but it's definitely Buddha. Someone like Buddha, okay? Someone who could be a Buddhist, perhaps it's the flow, or it's a person that's like a monk, it's a friendly monk, it's a master, it's a yogi teacher, something of the sort, okay? It could be that way, okay? So is there happiness here? Definitely, if we're talking about Buddha, it's happiness. It is happiness. But it's a lucky go jolly man or female, okay? It's a person that is chubby a bit, okay? Yeah, they're chubby. They might be Asian also. I don't know why I'm channeling like Asian man or female. But they're very reliable. Their smile makes you feel at ease. Their eyes make you feel at ease. The eyes are a bit small. Perhaps they might have like moon eyes, like moon-shaped eyes. Or crescent-shaped eyes. What do you call it? I don't know. It's like that, and it's like when they look at you, it might become puffy. But there's a very good, like, I'm kind of describing Buddha. I don't know why, but look at it in the form of who's this person? Perhaps they might be chubby. They have big cheeks. Okay, so they might not necessarily be chubby, but they have like big cheeks on their face. Okay, they have a very genuine like satisfied smile. Okay, you know, they might like to eat. Okay, like they appreciate what they eat. They're a big foodie for some of you. I'm channeling a friend of mine. She was a girl on top of it. So this girl in disguise is a big fanatic of food. They like good stuff. They like spending good money on a good food. It's all about the experience in life for this one. But they have a twinkle and they have a like Buddha smile. Okay, it's that flow. This girl reminds me of Buddha the more I'm kind of looking at the cards. Okay, so you have oh my god, why are we screaming? Okay, so you have synchronicity. So what type of relationship you have with this person? You have what's the relationship dynamic? So relationship dynamic is a union, and the type of relationship you have focused on synchronicities. Time out. This one you might really not have a relationship. You might really not have a relationship with this one. Okay, like union is more an energetic union. Perhaps it's transferring certain stuff, accepting, being receptive to their knowledges, their energetic vibrations, their teachings, etc. Okay, so this one, it could be more for like meditative people out there, you know. So is there happiness here? I'm sure there is, definitely, because you feel more integrated with this one. You feel mind, body, spirit wise that you're kind of like one. It's very spiritual for some part, okay? So you have the energy of union activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. So the relationship makes you feel very whole, okay? But with synchronicities and time out. Okay, so it's more a lot of meditation. So it's Buddha. Is there happiness here? Yes. You tap into yourself as they tap into themselves with you. So there's a meeting of souls, perhaps. Could be that way. So what's the it's success. Yeah, it's successful life-wise. Okay, like what does it mean to be successful life-wise? It's not the money, it's not the, it's all about the experience and to what point you live a fulfilled life for yourself, that kind. Okay, so this one, it's a more profound, like unconditional love type of relationship you'll have with this one. So you will be devoted to this person. As clinging to the past here. You have the 5 of Cups. So I might kind of go more and as it could also be something about you healing certain things that blockages from the past. Okay, the challenge here is traveling, becoming a monk. For some, I don't know who I'm reading this for, but for some of you, you wanted to kind of release yourself from past, clinging to the past. And the reason why, yeah, this is Thunderbolt. This is the position of yoga, okay? So I'm gonna have to read this a different way. You have the 2 of Swords, which is schizophrenia. Okay, so you might be bipolar a bit. At first, there's an element of bipolarity. It could also start off with something else. Okay, so but I'm kind of like the main one I'm channeling is more comparison is 5 of Swords, and integration definitely is the union of it, but it's not the same thing as integration, but it could be very similar. And laziness, integration and laziness, but laziness, it's a 9 of Cups, so it's more like fulfilling your wish here of coming into union with existence. This is a very meditative pile. Okay, I can't really go another way. I'll give you the superficial one afterwards, but when I'm saying superficial, it's not superficial, it's just surface level, because this one, it's very deep and potent in spirit elements. Okay, so yeah, this is a monk. This is either a monk, a guru, someone you will be devoted to, as it doesn't need to be. It's just that perhaps this is your like pathway towards them. Okay, so why you're gonna seek this one and what type of relationship this is gonna be, it's more about the past. It could also be about taming the mind. Okay, the relationship could be about taming the mind, taming peace, cultivating peace, cultivating happiness, cultivating essential things in life. Okay, why so? Because what type? I mean, life of monk or like living in the temple, it is an adventure, because you meet a lot of people. It's a place of a lot of, you don't see it perhaps because it's all happening internally. Okay, but if you've seen many monks, there's a lot of training happening. There's a lot of like self-defense. It's a lot of stuff. You can't like close an eye on monk things. Okay, so what type is there happiness here? Okay, overall, it's not a question of happiness or not. If I'm talking about Buddha, or I'm talking about being a yogi or a monk, it's like, how can I say it? There's stable living and there's self-realization. Now, I'm not really very familiar with Buddha, but Buddha was a more gentle, comfortable it's comfortable. There's no real element of pain. Why am I gonna dwell on pain? So this one, the relationship, will help you clear out the baggages, perhaps. Clear out the pain. Clearing out the doubt, the self-doubt, the rat race happening inside of your brain. And then there's going to become a time where you're going to compare things, okay? You're going to start comparing things. You're going to compare your guru to somebody else. So there's an element that when you're going to start taming your mind, the pathway to taming your mind is gonna kind of you're gonna arrive there though. You're gonna arrive to that union, that yoga. Yoga is more union. It's union. You're gonna arrive to union. And perhaps you will want to stay stuck there. So samadhi is the word, perhaps. I don't know the words, okay? This one, you might kind of, is there happiness here? If self-realization is happiness for you, yes, there is. Okay, self-liberation, perhaps, samadhi, or that kind. The one that takes immense mastery. Not everyone can do this, okay? If you're not the meditative person and you think you're kind of like, all the time, man, I believe this, okay? When you go into spirituality, you kind of believe everything. But then again, it's all hallucination, okay? It's a bit like that. My own discernment, okay? Like, it took me a while, though, waking up to it. There are things, I believe them, but you need mastery to do those things. It just doesn't happen like that, you know? It's like, unless you know about it. I don't know. You're the judge here. But you need to wake up to it yourself, I guess. That way. Now, is there happiness if self-fulfillment or self-realization, okay, like that, is happiness for you? There is. Okay? But arriving there, you will need to kind of release your roots. You will need to erase your roots, or like let go of your own roots. Okay? So clinging to the past is the relationship, this one. This one, it could be a lot of stuff. And the reason why it's that way is because either you have a lot of energy, you're hyper energetic, or the reason why it's that way is because you have a lot of baggage you need to release. So hit rock bottom, this one. Okay? But the schizophrenia, this card means that it's like you have to release both of them so that you can kind of like, because you're in pain, want it or not. There's a person who's kind of like holding from one side to the other and stressed, and you know, it's like it's the adrenaline rush. Imagine you were this person. Now the meaning of this card means that you have to release both, because at the end of the day you can't do anything. You can't go forwards, you can't go backwards unless you have a certain element of mastery. Okay, you're like one of those cool ninja people, etc. You might kind of find ways to kind of do something, but in this card it's more a question of just let yourself go. Okay, so you will kind of perhaps learn how to let yourself go, and once you kind of wake up, perhaps, or you kind of hit that rock bottom. But this one, it's a bottomless pit. Okay, if we're going more internal, okay, spirit wise, if you go crown chakra, okay, it's a bottomless pit. Okay, it's infinity. Okay, like it's an infinite element. You're one and all. Okay, like you're one and all together. So where are you hitting rock bottom? Nowhere. It's like you're just there. You're like endlessly there inside yourself. It's that kind of flow. Okay, so it's more like, what are you holding on to? What are you holding on to internally? Why suffer here? It's that kind of concept. And in the middle, it's like once you kind of like let go of those two sides, you're gonna wake up to the fact that each their own are existence, perhaps. With the Five of Swords, perhaps it's the comparison. I mean, there's a tree and there's a bamboo. The tree grows constantly. Bamboo takes a while to grow, okay? But it will grow all at the same time, okay? It will grow very fast. It's that concept. It takes 7 to 8 years, I think. First, you will just have to nurture the bamboo until the 7th year, and then the 7th year is just gonna kind of like go up. I read this, I think, in Aleph, the book of Paulo Coelho. I did not finish, but it's talking about that, okay? So it's a good book if you want to read something. You haven't read it. So that's the type of relationship you're going to have. This one is more a mirroring. Okay, the relationship is very mirroring. Timeout and synchronicities. From time to time, you will see this person. And you're gonna have your own timeout kind of flow. And in the near future, what type of relationship this is, it's one and same. You're gonna be happy alone, and the challenge here is the traveling, but this is the inner traveling, the inner path of self-discovery, internal, not on a physical. The union is also internal. So this one, it's more your relationship with Buddha. Is it a happy one? Yes. Because you're going to arrive to that peace element. But you need to travel. You need to go on the journey. That's the challenge. You need to go in the journey inside. Okay? That's what you're going to have with Buddha. Okay? So slowing down your mental how can you say this, disorders, perhaps, if you think you have some. Okay, and if it's not mental disorders, it's mental talk. It's like, you know, that talk inside that it's like creates doubt, where it's like sometimes you worry for no reason, sometimes you're in fear for no reason, sometimes you kind of like see scenarios that might happen, but then again, really, if you were to just tame your mind and be more calmer, you will not be stressed all the time, you will not fear all the time, and you will just do that kind of relationship. Peace, happiness, good luck are here, yes. But there's no real element of form, okay? So even if I wanted to kind of give you this reading about lovers, I can't. I'm sorry. It could also, like, I'm gonna go very, like, surface level, okay? Like, I'm not going spirit-wise. It's more like this person, you will kind of have a union from time to time. You're gonna see them and you're gonna kind of feel whole as a person with them, perhaps, if you're kind of considering this person as a half of you, okay? So if we're talking more like spirituality and twin flame and all that kind of stuff, you'll know about it. It's not I'm against it, just that it's like not here, okay? This one, it's like if we're going spirits, we can't go sex-wise, okay? And if we're going sex, it's just from time to time. You're gonna have the best mind, body, spirit kind of relationship like that, okay? The main one, perhaps with this one, it might not be happiness. But through the relationship with this one, you're gonna learn to be comfortable, at peace with yourself. So the main thing basically here with this one is that with the, what did I have in the middle? No. Clinging to the past, okay? So you would cling on to this one. Every second you're going to spend with them, let's say if this is a more like a person relationship, relationship. We're not talking about monk, spirit, yogi, master kind of relationship, someone you're devoting yourself to, etc. No, we're talking, well, it could be someone that you kind of are putting on the pedestal, perhaps, this one. And the challenge here is to kind of, what was the challenge? Oh, the reason why it's that way is the tower moment, okay? So it's more like it happened out of the blue, or it's like you kind of fell in love with this one, or it just happened, you know? It's like it just was like a lightning bolt and it had to happen, perhaps. But you hit rock bottom with this person, okay? So whoever this is, you hit rock bottom with this one, okay? So this was not a good relationship, perhaps. It's a sign of, it's really not, it's a catastrophic relationship, this one. If this is a person, not a yogi, okay? If this is like a person you're thinking is your twin flame, okay? Or a person you're thinking is like your other half. There's happiness without, like, okay, the pain caused, the doubt caused, the betrayal caused with this person is gonna teach you to be happy at the end, okay? So meeting this person from time to time with the timeout is gonna kind of make you from a very schizophrenic mindset to a more integrated and lazy vibe. Okay, so the relationship will not, I'm not gonna say happy. It's not a happy relationship. You're gonna have to learn to be happy within yourself. That's the type of happiness you're gonna have with this one. Happiness like that. Independence. There's no real happiness in terms of marriage, partnership, and all that kind of stuff. No, this one, you might sleep with them, you might think that they're your spirit, you know, they're your half, what do you call it, soulmate, something of the sort. No. The secret you need to wake up to here is that you are whole yourself. You don't need somebody else to complete you, because at the end of the day, you and I are the same. You and Anand are the same. You and Sky are the same. You're part of that globe. You're one and the same. You eat from the same earth, okay? Your shit goes inside as other people's shits goes inside that soil, okay? And shit is fertilizer for soil. How do you eat? You know, you need good fertilized soil to create natural good quality vegetables and fruits and flowers, so that you can have that happiness. It's more an element of integration at the end of the day. So this one, there's happiness, there's liberation, and there's self-realization, okay? It's very spiritual. If you chose this one and this is for a person, you can do whatever you want with information, but this is more a peaceful, zen, lazy / happy relationship. It could be that way. It could go that way. But then again, you will be the judge of it. Okay, so even if I said no, yes, no, overall 70% it's more spiritual. Okay, spirit, yoga wise, monk wise, Chinese, like you can do some researches about like how intense monks are. Okay, like just at what point. Could be yogi also. It's a person that has those things. You'll know. So is there happiness? Yes, but not on the superficial level, the way you think you're expecting this to be. Okay, not on a superficial level. Okay, that way. Now, pile 6, whoever chose Marielle Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see what is their happiness with this person, okay? Are you going to get married with this one? Are you going to kind of, I don't know, like have partnership, children, etc.? Okay, so we're going to see what the energy is going to be like. Just bear with me. I just need to shuffle this. So their happiness with this person you have in mind, you came here for. So if I could channel blue eyes, okay? Or the person wears a lot of, it's Iranian, Persian for some of you. I channeled Arash, okay? Like Arash could be their name or it's their Persian. They speak Persi, Arabic, Iraq, Iran, Georgia, Caucasian vibes a bit. Turkish also could be here. African cultures too. Whichever believes in the blue eye. Okay, the blue eye, like this, or they have the hand like this. Okay, so I am Caucasian. Okay, so I'm not gonna say exactly which culture, but I'm Caucasian. Okay, so it doesn't change anything, but Caucasian decent ancestry perhaps. You might be, or they might be. Wherever this is. Or they wear blue eye. Okay, they wear the blue eye. So, like looking at Winnie the Pooh. So the person might like Winnie the Pooh. So their happiness with this one. Hey, Marielle Tarot, their happiness with this one. Okay, we have Two of Cups with the Moon. So I don't really know. Subtly, perhaps yes. But we're just going to open the rest of the cards. And I'm going to shuffle this properly. Looking at a ring. Perhaps you might get married to this one. Either blue eyes, brown eyes, amber eyes, black eyes. Black eyes. So nice. They might have black eyes. And brown. Okay, brown like a tree. Overall brown. Okay, I know Caucasian, most of them have brown eyes. Not all, but most of them, majority have brown eyes. And Caucasian language also, okay? It's not just Persi, okay? many languages, like many languages that are like, or like Caucasian. Okay, keep that in mind. Caucasian. Okay, I have the Two of Cups flipping several times, so you might kind of have it that I need to shuffle a bit. So for some of you, that Two of Cups, yeah. Yes. Are you going to be happy with this one? Yes. Do you want happiness? You want romance? You want marriage, partnership? Yes. And I'm really looking at elephants, okay? So it's very like Indian, Caucasian, like Persia, okay? It's like Babylonia. I also channel Mesopotamia. I don't know. So the whole continent, Eurasia could be, okay? Including Africa. So it's that kind of corner. I don't think Chinese had elephants. I don't think so. I need my world card. Okay, so is there happiness here? Okay. So what type of relationship? Okay, yeah, romantic love and strong romantic love. Okay, it's not just any kind of love, it's strong romantic love. And you have teaching and learning. Do I have another one? Financial discipline. Okay, so good partners in crime, perhaps, and self-love. Very nice, actually. So let's see. Are you going to be happy with this one? You have the 5 of Cups. Man, I don't like this one. But the well is overflowing, which means that there's a lot of water. And there's a unicorn here. The challenge is the Strength card. The reason why is that way you have the Page of Wands, the Fool card in reverse, the Star card upwards, and the Justice card upward. Butterflies. I heard butterflies in your stomach kind of thing. You have the Queen of Discs. Knight of Cups and the Chariot. Well, I don't know if it's good luck or you have the Emperor. Oh my god, and the Empress. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna dwell on this too much. You will have the happy ending, okay? So yes, there is overflowing happiness, okay? Like water, we're gonna go more sensuous here. Want it or not, we're gonna go more sensuous. Okay, so yes, you will have financial abundance, okay? You'll kind of like, it's not financial abundance. It's in the form of you're gonna have a very strong romantic love relationship, but not only will the love be strong, but it's a well bridged relationship. How can I say this? It's like financial wise, it's a relationship that will be stable. Okay, teaching and learning wise, you guys are gonna be each other's teacher and student. So you're gonna have, okay, you're gonna have relationship on different levels. Okay, one is you teach me something, I teach you something. Okay, you're my student, I'm your student. It's that kind of flow. There's the element of working together as collaborative business partners, being lovers and having a very strong relationship. So it's more like you're my business partner, you're my lover, and you're my teacher, my student. That kind. So it's multi-dimensional like that, perhaps. With the 5 of Cups, it's not a missed opportunity because water is an element of abundance, okay? For me, it's cleansing, it's going with the flow. It is emotions, okay? Which you do have, but it's not just emotion based. It's not just romance based. It's romance could keep the relationship going, but you have a very strong bond overall. You recognize each other. You are attracted to each other. You learn from each other as you kind of like teach each other. So it's very similar to another pile I kind of read where I mentioned red, because when I was shuffling, I kind of like looked at my red color shirt and this red color lion here. Okay, so and I don't remember which pile I kind of mentioned, but it's very similar to it. This one has an emphasis on several level. The other one, it's more compatibility elements. But this is very nice, okay? Like, whoever this is, it's you can have happiness. You can have your business, you can make your money, you can have the children, or you can please yourselves all the time. It's a strong foundation. Okay, you had the Empress with the Emperor. I had the Two of Cups flip several times also. So with the Five of Cups, with the unicorn is not necessarily, it's a pure animal, okay? The unicorn is a pure animal. It prefers pure people. So the type of relationship you will have is very pure. It's very pure, okay? It could be full-on sensuous, overflow with sensuality. Okay, so there's a lot of like abundance on that corner of the relationship. Yes, as I'm understanding. It's a very profound relationship too. Why it's that way is because with the Justice, it's Ma'at. Okay, Ma'at is here. The Star is here. The Fool is here. And then you have the Page of Wands. So both of you are warriors in love, perhaps. You fight for love, but you will fight for the strong relationship you have. With the Fool card, it's more you're going to have faith, but then again, the butterflies in the stomach is always going to be there, okay? So, I don't know. This one, it's made in heaven, perhaps. It's a match made in heaven. Or we can say it's a match made in hell, perhaps, because it's full on temptation. But it flows well. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not forsaken like that. It's just that it can't be that perfect. Okay, it's imperfect. That's why it's this good. Okay, so with the Star and the Justice, you have 3 freaking major arcanas here. Okay, on a scale of 4, okay, 3 is full on purity, 1 is that of like darkness. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of like tapping into. Okay, so you have it's a well harmonious relationship. This one, it's yes, you're gonna be happy. Okay, you're gonna be happy as shit. This one, gonna feel very pure. You're gonna feel happy. You're gonna have the thrill of like this one. What I channel always when I see this card, it's more like I'm the little drop of water that's coming from the riverside or the lake, and I'm also the drop of water that's like part of the whole river. You know, it's like water is like that. I kind of like become just one little drop when I'm kind of like jumping from the, you know, like I'm following the flow here. And it's definitely that element that I'm just like amorphous and then going down back. It's very like that. Okay, so it's a very, I don't know how to this is a perfect relationship. Okay, it's like balanced like that. Really, if you want to go on a long-term relationship, this one is it. Okay, so with this one, you have a long-term entertaining relationship. Okay, so with the Justice card and the Star, it's more, why is it this way is because you're always having faith in each other. You're always the relationship is just blessed, I guess. This one, the relationship with this one is blessed. Compatibility wise, it's blessed. It's like it's meant to fit each other. That kind. Okay? Because there's an element of fairness in the relationship. You teach me, I teach you. I learn from you, you learn from me. Okay? That's a logical, rational way of learning. It's the best way of learning. Okay? It's not just always being the teacher. It's about like, I can be a student too. Teachers learn from their students. Okay? Students learn from their teachers. That way. With the financial discipline, it's more like we are like disciplined that way, and there's self-love too, which means that it's like it's very well balanced. Okay, it's like there's a portion of emphasizing on the relationship but not forgetting that you and I need to be happy too. Okay, so it's that dynamic. The dynamic of the relationship is like that. It's full on adventure, perhaps. You will always feel like there's a spark. There's this element of innocence. Dirtiness, yes, but innocence too, yes. With the Queen of Discs in the initial, sometimes, okay, it's a bit hard, but you might shed tears in the initial phase of the relation. There might be some tear shedding, okay? But the tears are diamonds here, okay? So the baggage releasing. You know how revealing that, like how much relief it offers if you just cry in front of a person that you love. It's a lot of release, okay? So I don't know, it's more what type of relationship this is, or are you going to be happy with them? At first, it might be hard for you or them, okay, or both of you to rely on each other to this profoundness, okay? This is a very profound energy. There's a lot of like a golden ratio around here, or a lot of like grounded energy. You know, it's like deers and elks kind of have those that kind of like grow every year. And I cannot stop it from growing, but it grows. It's like a part of the tree. It's definitely, it's part of the tree antlers. Wow. Yeah. I need to do some research about the elks and their antlers. Okay, or mammoths with their antlers. Very interesting because it's definitely gross. Even rams. Yeah. Okay. So there might be some shedding of tears. There might be some baggage releases in the initial, but it's gonna create a very strong relationship where it's very nice. And in the middle section of the relationship with the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, it's once this hardship element is over, it could be independently done as it could be together, okay? There's nothing that's gonna stop you guys from being together, okay? So it's more like head on, you kind of learn from each other. With the wolf, it's more a wolf pack, okay? So it's that kind of loyalty, this one. It's like an alpha wolf and an alpha female wolf, you know? It's wow, a lot of earthy animals, okay? But the wolf, I kind of connected with the moon, and the deer and horse, perhaps, and unicorn that has a horn here too. With earth. And water. So yeah. With the Knight of Cups, it's more in this relationship, and if you look in both cards, there's the lotus flower, okay, that blooms. There's one here, and there's one here, and there's a bit of blood here. Bloodshed, perhaps. But this one, it's a red tie. Okay. it's very sacred, okay? We can go spiritual here. It's a match made in heaven. Is there happiness here? Yes, there is. Okay? There is. And it can be very purifying. Yes. Is there happiness here in this one? Yes. With the Three of Cups, it's that energy of being amorphous. Okay, it's like it's purifying. That's what I said. It's cleansing like shit. This one. It's like going with the flow with this person. From time, it's exciting. Okay, it's exciting to be with this person, and they're excited to be with you also. Yes, there is happiness here. There's collaboration. There's work. There's learning. Very nice. I really like this one. Okay, this is the full package deal. Okay. But guys, remember, like, this one was true. It's perfect, this one. Okay, but I want you to kind of like be grounded when the real person you're kind of like here for is in front of you. Okay, so just be yourself overall, and don't lose yourself in fantasy la la land just because I said something. There's always obstacles in life. Okay, the obstacles are in front. Okay, so just focus more on reality elements. But it's a nice catch. Okay, so is there happiness with this person? Yes, there is happiness with this one. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you want to dislike, comment down below. You know, share my video. Okay, if you want private readings, I offer them, but it's all gambling work. No refunds for sure. So you have those, and I still don't do Zoom. I don't do in-person readings. Okay, I'm sorry. For now, this is what it is. Okay, so see you on my next video. Bye, guys.